You feel it, don't you? That subtle tug, that whisper of not enough. You look around and see others moving forward, building their lives, reaching their peaks. And you feel a relentless pressure, a deep ache that tells you time is running out, that you are somehow behind. This feeling has followed you. But what if this feeling itself is the greatest illusion? In a quiet land nestled by a winding river lived a young man named Kael. Kael was a diligent student, quick of mind, gentle of heart. Yet a shadow clung to him. He carried a constant sense of urgency, a feeling that he was always running out of time. He saw his friends, his peers, achieving great things. One built a fine house, another mastered a complex craft, a third had set off on grand travels collecting stories. Kael, meanwhile, felt a heavy weight. His breath was always short. His shoulders were often hunched. He walked through the village with hurried steps, his eyes downcast, rarely noticing the morning light on the cobbled stones or the scent of baking bread. The simple joy of being felt like a luxury he could not afford. He believed he needed to catch up. He believed he was falling behind. So Kael tried harder. He slept less. He studied late into the night, books piled high around him. He took on more tasks, convinced that if he just pushed a little more, worked a little faster, he would close the gap. He watched what others did, trying to replicate their successes. He started a new project, then abandoned it, fearing it was not the right path, that he had wasted precious time. Each new effort, however, only deepened the feeling of a growing distance, a vast, widening chasm between where he was and where he should be. He saw his friends laugh, their faces free of worry. He heard their tales of progress and achievement, and a knot tightened in his stomach. Why could he not feel that ease? Why was his path so slow? Why was he burdened by this perpetual lag? Despair began to settle over him like a cold fog. He started questioning his own worth, his own purpose. Was he simply not capable? Was he destined to always be the one lagging, watching from the sidelines as others surged ahead? One evening, the weight became too much. He walked to the river's edge, the same river that wound gently past his village. He sat on a smooth, cold stone. He watched the water flow by, dark and endless. The river moved without hurry, without fret. It simply moved, and Kael felt utterly lost, utterly behind. As the last light faded, Kael saw a figure sitting some distance away. An old woman. She sat on the bank, her back straight, her gaze fixed on the darkening water. Her presence was one of profound stillness. Her face was a roadmap of quiet patience, etched with the stories of many seasons. Her hands, gnarled with age, rested calmly in her lap. She seemed to be doing nothing at all, yet she held a presence Kael could not ignore. He had seen her before, tending a small garden or simply sitting in silent contemplation. The villagers called her the Weaver of Stillness, for her calm seemed to draw peace from the very air. Kael, usually too shy and too busy to approach anyone, felt an unexpected pull. He walked slowly towards her, his footsteps quiet on the riverbank. He stood for a moment, unsure of what to say or even why he had come. The old woman turned her head slowly. Her eyes, deep and clear, met his. She offered a small, gentle smile, a smile that held no judgment, only warmth. Kael found his voice, though it was barely a whisper. "Kael, elder, I am troubled. I feel I am always behind. Everyone else moves forward and I cannot keep pace." The old woman turned her gaze back to the river. "Weaver, behind what, young one?" "Kael, behind everyone, behind where I should be." "Weaver, look at this river, Kael, does it hurry?" "Kael, no, it simply flows." "Weaver, does it fret it has not reached the sea? Does it compare itself to the mountain stream or curse its bends wishing it were straight?" "Kael, no, it simply flows." "Weaver, and yet it reaches the sea, always in its own time, by its own path." She paused. "Weaver, each river has its own source, its own bends, its own rhythm. No two rivers are meant to flow the same. Your life, Kael, is like this river. It has its own unique path, its own flow." She turned to him again. "Weaver, to measure your flow against another's is to wish your river was not your own. It is to deny the beauty of your unique course. There is no behind on your own path. There is only your path and your time. She repeated, your own path, your own time. Kael listened. He listened not just with his ears, but with a deep part of him that had long been quieted by urgency. He looked at the river again. He saw its unhurried strength, its unwavering journey. The pressure in his chest began to ease. He saw that trying to match another's pace had only made him stumble on his own ground. He had been so busy looking at others' rivers, he had forgotten to feel the water in his own. He stood up, a lightness returning. He looked at the old woman, gratitude in his eyes. He realized that the behind was not a real place, but a construct of comparison, a shadow cast by looking away from his own light. He started to walk back towards his village, not with the old hurried steps, but with a new, mindful rhythm. He noticed the soft gleam of the moon on the wet stones. He felt the cool night air on his face. He began to tend his own small garden with care, no longer seeing it as a task to rush through, but as a space for his own growth, his own time. The idea of being behind is a mirage. It is a comparison to a path that was never yours to begin with. Your life is not a race against others, measured by their milestones. It is a unique journey unfolding in its own perfect time. Trust your own flow. And you, too. What river are you trying to force yourself to be? What behind are you constantly chasing? Perhaps it is time to look at your own flow, to trust the winding path beneath your feet, to feel the current of your own life, to remember that your journey is your own, your pace is your pace, your time is now.